The following LSN presentation has been rated QC by the TVA Media Consortium. It contains questionable content that may not be appropriate for viewers under the age of 14.
The following is an official presentation of the CLG Video Network.
Love you, Daddy.
Love you too, Netta. A Quintex production.
Previously on That Stuff presents the Albuquerque Trilogy.
Way back when I was just a little bitty boy, my mother would make me a big old bowl of sauerkraut for breakfast. That's when I swore that someday I would get out of that basement and travel to a magical faraway place. It wasn't long at all before my dream came true, because the very next day a local radio station had this contest to see who could correctly guess the number of molecules in Leonard Nimoy's butt. What the f*** is that? I was off by 3, but I still won the grand prize. That's right, a first-class one-way ticket to Albuquerque. Oh yeah. You know, I'd never been on a real airplane before, and I gotta tell you, it was really great. Except that I had to sit between 2 large Albanian women with excruciatingly severe body odor, and the in-flight movie was Biodome with Pauly Shore.
Oh, no.
And oh yeah, 3 of the airplane engines burned out, but everybody died! Except for me. You know why? Cause I have my tray table up, and my seat back in the full upright position. Have my tray table up, and my seat back in the full upright position. Have my tray table up.
Are you kidding me?
And my seat back in the full upright position. So I crawled from the twisted burning wreckage, but finally I arrived at the world famous Albuquerque Holiday Inn. Well, I checked into my room and I turned down the AC and I turned on the Spectrovision when suddenly there's a knock on the door. Who is it? It's some big fat hermaphrodite with a flock of seagulls haircut and only one nostril.
I should probably stop here and apologize for using the word hermaphrodite.
So anyway, he burst into my room and he grabbed my lucky snorkel and I'm like, hey, you can't have that! And he's like, tough! And I'm like, give it! And he's like, make me! And I'm like, okay? So I grabbed his leg and he grabbed my esophagus and I bit off his ear and he chewed out my eyebrows. And somehow in the middle of it all, the phone got knocked off the hook. 20 seconds later, I heard a familiar voice. It said, if you'd like to make a call, please hang up and try again. If you need help, hang up and then dial your operator in Albuquerque.
And now, the continuation.
SFM ++. That's dumb. Television presentation.
Silence!
Well, to cut a long story short, he got away with my snorkel. But I made a solemn vow right then and there that I would not rest. I would not sleep for an instant until the one-nostriled man was brought to justice. But first I decided to buy some donuts. So I got in my car and I drove over to the donut shop and I walked on up to the guy behind the counter and he says, yeah, what do you want? I said, you got any glazed donuts? He said, no, we're out of glazed donuts. I said, well, you got any jelly donuts? He said, no, we're out of jelly donuts. I said, you got any Bavarian cream-filled donuts? He said, no, we're out of Bavarian cream-filled donuts. I said, you got any cinnamon rolls? He said, no, we're out of cinnamon rolls. I said, you got any apple fritters? He said, no, we're out of apple fritters. I said, you got any bear claws? He said, wait a minute, I'll go check. Of course! I said, well, in that case, what do you have? He says, all I got right now is this box of 12 starving, crazed weasels. I said, okay, I'll take that. So he hands me the box, and I open up the lid, and the weasels jump out, and they immediately latch onto my face and start biting me all over. Oh, man, they were just going nuts. They were tearing me apart. You know, I think it was just about that time that a little ditty started going through my head. I believe it went a little something like this. I ran out into the street with these luck would have it, that's exactly when I ran into the girl of my dreams. Her name was Zelda. She was a calligraphy enthusiast with a slight overbite and hair the color of strained peaches. I'll never forget the very first thing she said to me. She said, "Hey, you got weasels on your face." That's when I knew it was true love. We were inseparable after that. Oh, we ate together, we bathed together, we even shared the same piece of mint-flavored dental floss. The world was our burrito. So we got married and we bought us a house and had two beautiful children, Nathaniel and Superfly. We were so very, very, very happy. Oh, yeah. But then one fateful night, Zelda said to me, she said, "Sweetie Pumpkin, do you want to join the Columbia Record Club?" I said, "Whoa! Hold on now, baby! I'm just not ready for that kind of a commitment!" So we broke up and I never saw her again, but that's just the way things go. In Albuquerque, Albuquerque.
Desperate for changing, starving for truth. I'm closer to where I started. We're chasing after you. I'm falling even more in love with you. Letting go of all I've held on to. I'm standing here until you make me move. I'm hanging by a moment here with you. I'm falling even more in love with you. Letting go of all I've held on to. I'm standing here until you make me move. I'm hanging by a moment here with you. There's nothing else to lose. There's nothing else to find. There's nothing in the world that can change my mind.
Now, here are some coming attractions from the CLG Video Network.
Coming soon, before the official return. Neufeld Entertainment will revisit and release 52 LSNs that were finished but never released for years. They may have some new elements, but the original spirit remains the same. All of them will be presented in the original standard definition format, while 4 of them will be in glorious high definition. Be prepared as Neufeld Entertainment finally finishes what it started. Be prepared for the Unfinished Business Batch. Coming soon, only on the CLG Video Network.
That's right. It's me.
You got a great imagination.
Let's celebrate. There's a party going on right here, a celebration to last throughout the years. So bring your good times and your laughter too. We gon' celebrate your party with you. Come on now. Celebration. Let's all celebrate and have a good time. Celebrate and have a good time. It's time to come together. It's up
These LSNs and a whole lot more are coming your way soon to the CLG Video Network, the world's only source for LSNs. If you want to learn more about this and other LSNs, visit the Video Wizard 2's Internet Archive Library at archive.org/details/@VideoWizard2. Get connected anytime, anywhere with the CLG Video Network. This has been a presentation of the CLG Video Network.